Well, boy, howdy shit. Welcome to 2020. Happy New Year, Blue Dot family. Yep, we made it into a new year. I am terribly sorry. We had a show planned for last night. Our internet supplier company was having problems last night in areas around Corpus Christi, which I guess we were one of them, and we got cut off the internet. We tried 2 times to have a show, but it didn't work out. We are terribly sorry, and we will make up for that. But I hope you enjoyed your New Year's. I hope you have plans for a bright future. We wish every one of you the merriest merriest, the best New Year possible, baby. And there's a lot of things on our list to get that accomplished in our heart. But we're cooking it, baby. This is the year. January's going to be the month. It's all going to come down. So hey, pay attention. There's shit going on right now. Of course, we got the Iran thing cooking over there in the Middle East there with our airstrikes on several 5 spots in Iraq and Syria that were supported by Iran, and Iran's puffing up, and I'm hoping like shit we don't end up in some proxy war over in Iraq again, and it's just a meat grinder. It's getting to be terrible. We should pull our ass out of that area. Anyway, Mike Pompeo postponed his trip over to Kiev to go see President Zelensky over in the Ukraine, and because he's concerned about these Iranian strikes against us and all that shit. He's got problems with our embassy in Baghdad, so Mike wants to hang around. He's not going to have the opportunity to go in there and chide over Zelensky to what? Come out and again reiterate no collusion, no quid pro quo, whatever Mike. Just send Giuliani back. That's the guy who's in charge, evidently. Not you, Mike. I don't know why you have your ass over there. Anyway, boy, howdy shit. The big news is going to come up. We're all looking at this year. The trial in the Senate. We're all waiting for Nancy Pelosi to turn over the articles of impeachment to Mitch McConnell. The State of the Union address is scheduled for February 4th. So, assuming that Nancy hands over the amendments, the articles, the trial should start sometime around the 7th or 8th, they say. If she turns them over is the big question. The ball's in Nancy's hand. They keep saying over there at the Senate that they know all the information. They go ahead and start. No, you don't have the official documents, and you can't start shit until she gives them to you. So just mind your business there, McConnell. He's out there pitching it though, Bo. Mitch is going to want to go with the strategy of we're going to allow oral arguments amongst both sides there. Both sides are going to get out there and argue their point. I don't know what the hell the right is going to say. The Republicans are going to argue against the evidence that has been brought forth so far. Is pretty damn evident to everybody what went on, and that his abuse of power was clearly evident. But he wants these oral arguments first and then take up the vote in the Senate if we call witnesses. Now, here's the key point. If they get 51% Congress or senators to vote no witnesses, the deal's over with, baby. It's right there. They'll kill it. And there won't be any justice served. It'll all be a mockery. Judge Roberts is going to be presiding over this, and I'm not sure he's going to let any of that shit slide. He wrote a pretty good article. If you haven't seen it, he wrote to the judges talking about that Americans have we lost our democracy, our civil. I can't write. I'm not going to start this shit over. I forgot what he said. It's something about our democratic values. We've forgotten our democratic values and what it means to be a civic-minded citizen, to vote, to be involved in our government. That's what he's talking about. So I don't think that Judge Roberts is going to go ahead and let some shit slide right here in front of God and everybody, in front of the American people, where it just looks like a total sham. Justice is what needs to be done. The truth shouldn't be allowed to be knocked out of this trial. We should have witnesses. We should have Mick Mulvaney come up there. We should have John Bolton come up there. Fact witnesses. Joe Biden and Hunter Biden are not fact witnesses for shit. I cannot imagine Judge Roberts allowing Hunter Biden and Joe Biden to come up there. They're not relevant to the case of obstruction of power Abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. And the obstructionist Congress is plain to everybody. So I don't know what the Republicans are going to argue up there. The evidence will be clearly brought before them. So it's going to be a big show of what our government looks like. Are the Republicans a complete turncoat party, willing to throw everything down to just retain power? We're going to find out if our republic is more important to them or just their glorious leader. Anyway, I expect Mitch McConnell to try to brush aside any possibilities of calling witnesses, because any way it goes, witnesses are not good for Donnie. Because if they come up and tell the truth under oath, guess what? It's obvious, baby. He withheld the aid. And by the way, he still hasn't met with Zelensky. Why didn't he just call Zelensky over to America and have a meeting in the White House? Hell, you call the Russians over. Everybody else comes over, but not Ukraine. He's still playing that card, baby. He's still punishing Zelensky for not delivering. And as long as he withholds that meeting, that's exactly what that asshole is doing. We need to get his ass out because he's irritating the shit out of me. Anyway, for the first this year, for the first are you shitting me moment, I found this in the news a little while ago, and it's one of those stories that makes you go, are you shitting me, you idiot? Anyway, this one happened up in Wisconsin. State Senator Scott Allen out of Wisconsin. Black History Month's coming up in February, and they want to get ahead of the celebrations and everything. So Scott Allen, the senator there in Wisconsin, was tasked with coming up with a list of 10 Wisconsinians that can be honored during Black History Month. So Scott went to work digging around and find out the best people to honor, and he gave up a list of 10 people, 6 of which were white. Are you shitting me? Black History Month, and you come up with 6 white guys to honor and say, look how wonderful these white guys are treating these black guys? Is that the kind of shit? That's just demeaning. It's ignorance. It's some furtherance of some white, I don't know what. He's an idiot. What is he doing being a state senator? I don't know. But Democratic Senator Lena Taylor from Wisconsin, well, she took note of his list, and she wrote back to him in her most southern accent, I am sure, because that is the way it is typed out, and she says, thank you, Massa Allen, for picking whose we should honor. We sure ain't smart enough to pick for ourselves. I think Scott Allen there, the senator from the great state of Wisconsin, got schooled, baby. Really? You've lost the meaning of a holiday, a month dedicated to a certain people, and you screw that up? I don't know how you do that. Oh, Scott Allen, he just falls in that Republican bullshit, though. It's why we have to keep working all over every state. And by the way, Judge Roberts said we're taking democracy for granted. That's what I was trying to spit out of my mouth a minute ago. And we can't do that, baby. We can't take this republic for granted. Too many have died and fought for this. For us to be lax about it, to be so involved with other bullshit that we don't have time for this. We all have time for this. We all have time for our country, for the republic in that which we live, for our fellow citizens, that if we do not stand up for all of them, we will all be trampled and we will all be nothing but sharecroppers on a land. We will not be a free democracy, baby. If we don't do this, we're just going to be the worker bees. Keep your ass busy, hungry, needing a job. Shut your mouth. Do what you're told. That kind of shit. That's not the people we are. We stand up and we fight for each other, and that's what I'm asking you to do this year. We did it in 2018, baby. We came up with a blue wave. We took the House of Representatives. Now, we need to rise up even more powerful with even more dedication to remove the stain from the White House, to take back the Senate, to remove Mitch McConnell, who is sitting over 400 bills lying at his feet, dying right there. He has been an obstructionist ever since Obama came in. He's got a one-track mind, Mitch does. Money, baby. Moscow Mitch has got business to do, baby. Anyway, we have to fight against that. We are the ones that are going to defend this shit. And this year, baby, this year is the most important. We have to pick a number one candidate for the Democratic Party, and we all have to get behind them. We have to motivate others, encourage others. That's what this is all about. This year, 2020, baby, it's going to be the year. If we don't do it now, it will never be done. Not in the rest of our history. There will be too much lost with 4 more years of this man. And I know it, you know it. He's a backstabbing, lying piece of shit con man who will try to do his little cons all around the world. And we will indeed just be sharecroppers. Anyway, we're going to do a live show. We got to make up. I got mail I'm going to call out. All that stuff, we're going to try to catch up on it as soon as we can. Maybe tonight. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But we're scheduled to be live tomorrow night, and we will indeed do that. I am, again, terribly sorry for missing our live show last night on New Year's Eve. It would have been a kick in the butt, and I missed having that conversation with everybody. I love this Blue Dot family, and I want to thank every one of you. For the last 3 years, our family has grown. The love you have shown this family is unbelievable. It's just, it humbles us tremendously every time that we hear from somebody. But this family grows, baby, because we all have a vested interest in this society. A society for every one of us who can live their life the way the founders laid it out to be, baby. The pursuit of happiness. So let's do that. Anyway, happy 2020, baby. Let's see what this decade does. We'll see y'all later. Bye.